Wow. Welcome back to more Lobotomy Corporation. I'm Sir Mathis, and yeah, we are back to our work. Oh boy, we got crimsons. Yeah, we're just kind of continuing on our stuff here. We'll go into there. And yeah, our main goal for this time is just our general leveling up. The way that the different levels work is that... I'm just gonna ignore Porcupus for a little while, I suppose. But the general way that it works for level up is that it depends on your total stats. So, for example, Justice here is a level 4 employee because they have a stat total between 12 and 16. So 5, 8, 11, and 14. Level 1 is at 4, level 2 is at 6, 3 at 9, 4, 12, and 5 at 16. Okay, we nearly had someone die to well cheers, which is just lovely. Great way to start things off for us. Yeah, we've just been having really bad luck with well cheers. Like, we've had a lot of people nearly die to them. But, I mean, ultimately they didn't die, so that's what matters. So, the fire shits, we can keep working with you, Warm-Hearted Woodsman. I mean, oh shit, I nearly missed that Naked Nest was also active. 0981 is actually going to be really useful. I'm going to toss in Soaring to it, I think. Maybe? Yeah, we'll do that. I don't think there's really any downside to 0981. Unless I'm actually might be thinking of a different. Yes, I am actually, okay. Don't do that. I am thinking of a different one. The 0981 is really useful nonetheless. The thing with 0981 is that it, I'll just say right away, 0981 completely readjusts your stats. Just base using it will, it keeps your stat total, but for example, Honorio now has been moved to, I think you were at 3331. Now you're at Justice 3, which is really good. Mirror of Adjustment that's what's called, by the way. Be more higher. God, you need so little time in order to work. So, like, Soren could actually survive a Warm-Hearted Woodsman. Which I think actually might. Yeah, I'll toss you out. And John is pretty good, but it's a lot. Like, 0981 Mirror of Adjustment is super good for training up Justice, because you can just train up everything else other than Justice, and then you just get Justice for free. So, yeah, John's now at level 5. I mean, he can't really work with Naked Nest now, because he's way too low of HP for me to want to risk that. But it's a lot cheaper to do that. You 3 and lower, 3 or lower. Right? Which I'm not a massive fan of. But, like, we can still work with that a ton. Mirror of Adjustment is so good. I'm not going to put it on Justice, or not toss Justice on there, just because we already have the Justice, but the one thing to note about Mirror of Adjustment is that using it multiple times, I think it's just multiple times a day, will change things so that will lower your stats using it multiple times a day. again, overall, so worth it. Soren did a tremendous job. Okay, you're like right at the difference between Cooper. Nice. A little bit of extra justice there. So the exact numbers you can't normally see. Actually, right? Yeah. So the exact numbers you can't normally see. That is part of one of my mods, but it just kind of shows you what you're at. The exact thresholds for each. Just grab them. Level 1 is anything lower than 30. 2 is less than 30. 3 is at 45. 4 is at 65. 5 is at 85. And anything over 100 is EX. So the way that this mod works is that the blue number that you see is how much stat they're getting throughout the day, or how much. I think it is. Might be not fully correct. I think it is, but you might have just gotten it lowered, or yeah, I'm not really certain why that's going up as is. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. As for this, probably what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have Soren in there, have down there. I'm not really worried about if, you know, Justice we can just toss over there. John, I suppose. We can put them there. Cooper. Sure. And then Ava. Like Scorch Girl, I'm really not worried about if Scorch Girl breaks out. It's like so. So Marinelle, we'll have you level up. Yeah, Mirror of Adjustment, I'm probably going to use a decent bit. Again, it is strangely the best way to train Justice. Just because you train Justice by not spending anything for it. So we'll do that. Move you out. And to go to you. I just want to make sure that I don't have any. Well, you're making a horrible idea, Epsilon. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that, Epsilon. Could have just waited. Yeah, Scorch Girl breaks out. I'm not really that concerned. And oh. I mean, if Woodman's Cleafoth goes down, then I just have to not go in there. But, like, as is, it's perfectly fine. And actually, speaking of Soren, because we have a rare opportunity that we can actually work on Woodsman. Yeah, Naked Nest I'm not going to touch for a little bit, just not until we get John's Fortitude up a little bit more. Because again, that's a little bit too low of HP for what I really like. Your Temperance is too low for what I'd really like as well. So, that's just great. Get you going in there, Insight. Yeah, Noriel, that's actually a pretty good opportunity to work your Insight. I imagine Soren's probably gonna get her Insight, or her Temperance up pretty well. Up. Yep, Woodsman 2 tips over to 0. So, if Woodsman happens to decide to get real angry, then with this Cleafoth meltdown, then I'm just going to not deal with you. I think that sounds like it's a good idea. Do that. We'll do... Yeah, sure. Who's angry? Of course. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the day right now. Oh, goddamn. Pay attention. I got one promotion for Marinelle. This is a really annoying one because Hod, I think it's Hod 2. Really annoying more than anything. Okay. This is an interesting one. Bald is awesome. Bald is awesome is a um, very unique abnormality. Obviously, whether it's your bald, does like nothing. It's a very chill one. Um, like, yeah, it turns your guys bald. It's really weak. Bald awesome is like fine. It's whatever. Um, but like, I'm not I'm not really looking forward to Bald is awesome. Like, again, he's not an issue whatsoever. Uh, so that one's pretty decent. Okay. 15. Don't. I want you to understand the meaning of the desperation on their faces when the roulette spins. You'll turn on the electric hair clipper and the curse is eternally never broken. Did you hear the news manager? Their rodent found its way into the appliance room, one of our facility's restricted area. It could become a serious issue. Removing the rodent itself should not be much of a problem. For its face and cables they have gnawed may damage the system. This is one of the reasons why we emphasize security so much. We do best to remember. I will personally look this time. But if you happen to find any rodents, manager, please notify me immediately. We will expand the training team to its end. Now, we did get a new lad, however, because we haven't unlocked the wellness, or whatever it's called, safety team? I think it's safety. Actually won't show up. That'll just mean that when we do get that tomorrow, that we'll just have 2 in there right away. Let's see. Let me check through. I have a lot of lobe to spend, which is very nice for me. So, what are we at for you? 5, 8, 11, 14. I can afford to give Justice 1 more. I don't think EX counts as an actual level. I think, yeah, it doesn't count as an actual level. So, we'll put you to Fortitude 4. You should probably are able to deal with Nest at this point. That should be fine. You're fine there. 9, we're that's 6, 7, 8. So Cooper just needs 1 of anything. Marinelle, or sorry, Eva needs 1 of anything. And that'll be fine. So Melendez, we'll grab you. Sure. And you're just gonna be working on Porcupus if you want something that is black resistant. Which, sure. Melendez, you can be given. God, you look terrifying. But we should be fine like this. Melendez should be perfectly fine to work there, and Norio can just work on that. Ava can work on that. Cooper there. Mirror of Adjustment. Could be worthwhile to do Soren again. Yeah, I think it's worthwhile. Soren. Okay. One thing that is a little bit annoying about one thing that I didn't note about their Freischütz, if you hit request, you will have to shoot. Obviously, unless you can't afford to shoot. But it's very affordable, so like, not really a concern. But yeah, this shouldn't be too terribly bad. I'm not gonna risk that until it. Yeah, more than one time a day. I am not going to risk throwing people out into Naked Nest until I need to. So, yeah. Well, this is pretty good work there. Of course unless we need to. Of course, immediately we need to. I am going to keep an eye on it. I am very willing to restart the day if things go poorly with Naked Nest here. You'll see what I mean. Say things go poorly with Naked Nest, because things can go very poorly very quickly with Naked Nest. Will Marinelle survive? Probably not. Is it have 40? You do resist. At least Marinelle could survive. Now, this should be good, yeah. I'm keeping an eye on you, Justice. We're not going to be able to get a good result, so we do have the possibility of bad things happening. Oh, never mind. Out of 16 was the good result. Okay. That's perfectly fine. In that case. So, Ava there, we get Cooper on there. Get Honorio on Melendez can view. Worthwhile toss. No, never mind. Never mind, because you do red damage, and John takes extra damage from red. But if we don't. On the Heart of Aspiration, that's just. Yeah. I never remember which one it is, but I do know that there is one that does lower your stats if you have it on for too long, but I don't remember exactly which one it is. No, it's just Punishing Bird. It's just Punishing Bird, no biggie. Toss Justice up here. Like, honestly, jump and work there if I should. Unless I want to actually work Justice and Naked Nest. Probably not, though. So, Norio can just go through. Sorry, this is Fruit of Understanding. I nearly sent people out to attack Punishing Bird. I mentioned it, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but don't fight Punishing Bird. Fighting Punishing Bird is a bad idea, because then he gets very angry and does a ton of damage. If you decide to try to shoot Punishing Bird, stab Punishing Bird, or just be generally mean to Punishing Bird. I'm really glad that Justice doesn't seem to care about the fact that he has killed a lot of clerks. But to be fair, clerks don't matter. Clerk lives, in fact, do not matter. I'm gonna keep an eye on Marinelle's AP. Fair enough. Just to be sure. It needs to be good. We have Understanding, not a big deal. Went pretty well. Let's send out. You know what, Justice, you can't die from it. That's at least a case. So we'll be fine there. Melendez, you can keep working that up. Norio, keep working Ava up. Cooper can work on Punishing Bird. I'm gonna work again on Naked Nest with Justice. And then I'm still gonna keep an eye on. Okay, that's fine. Go Cooper, there, you there. Mare now has a chance to on you. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the rest. And okay, you're good. Again, mentioned it before, but making nest can cause some problems if you end up getting a poor result. So just keep that in mind. Or not necessarily even a poor result, just a not good result. That is a lot. At least show it off. We should be fine. Oh god. Really? Didn't actually pop it. That's very shocking. But we should be good. There we go. Re-promotion. In fact, Linda's, Ava, and Justice actually gets up to level 5. Level 5 is actually kind of important. There's one specific tool that is really, really good that requires level 5s. So, yeah. Let's proceed to the next day. Time to talk about the second. What do you know about the company? Not many a management mind. I've seen how the company exploited them. They tell you that you're special, pulling the wool over your eyes, lie, and you're remarkable, resourceful. That is why you were hired. Don't trust the company. It's a company that everyone desperately wants to work for. I suppose the same kind of desperation led you here. Harvesting energy, business in the place. Of course, wing is. However, this company runs much deeper than one could expect. It was a time when everyone worked hard for the same goal. You lost integrity along the way. Downhill from there. The company gives you, it's definitely not a gift. You're not hired because you're a remarkable person. Thank you so much for doing the favor for me, manager. I've been feeling really confident lately. But here you have a new distraction. Ah, Lady Angela, are you talking about my counseling program? Thank you. Yes, should have done immediately. But why? My program's been helping the employees. Don't delude yourself, Hod. I don't sincerely believe counseling can give any help in the place, do you? But I want to continue it. As long as there's an employee who needs me. What about Tiffany? My program helped her cope with her stress. Tiffany Brownie recently transferred to safety. She was suffering from bipolar disorder, addiction, definitely. Wanted your records this morning. What? Terminated her contract with the company. Completely permanent fashion. Her mental corruption was at peaks higher than 90% when she committed suicide. But she said something like this when it came to you. Miss Hunt, you're helping me so much, but I think I'll need a bit of a careful obvious counselor. He's my melancholy. He's just a little extra of this. Described highly substances as if you were handing out candy to children. And what about Netza? Even the substances as well? Temporarily gave you access to and kept them, but determined you to use it for your counseling program. It's the stress levels of the employees, yet you've only been creating drug addicts. Zach told me that he wanted to introduce the program to his team. You fell for it? You should have noticed that he was lying as soon as you saw his hazy eyes. Not naive compassion. The program is hereby terminated. As I've told you in the other Sephiroth Council's telling you, there's nothing is done in this point since building a personal acquaintance. Employees here. Looking for Sephiroth. Employees do anything to coach whatever they desire. They have nothing left to lose. You don't even feel any guilt about it. Probably no manager here, the employees are graded into several levels and promoted solely based on their capabilities. You should try building up your teams. The more experienced employees you have, the more reliable partners take on harder tasks for you. I am the guy in charge of the safety team, getting exchange names later. I want to open up my department and skip over to managing. We'll open up safety team. Again, the training team mostly works on your ability to boost up your stats. I think probably supply education manuals is the most useful. So, yeah. Who do we even have today? I don't even remember what we got today. But our job is to get someone to level 4 or higher. I put Soren in there just because I think Soren is probably our safest. Here. Piper, you are literally just going to immediately go over to the mirror and chill from there. Pansy will be the same deal. You can grab that. You can grab that. Oh, you can grab these, I suppose. We'll change these up and you can grab the yeah, and we might as well also grab in another person for control team. Right? Yeah, that'll be fine. So, mirror of adjustment. Right away, we're gonna go over to safety team. Go to you. Oh, right. So, O244 is pretty interesting. Does best with Justice. 44 is actually really good for training up Justice. Just because of the fact that it does really good, well, it responds well to oppression, with a caveat. You have to be a little bit careful with 44, because while it does do well with oppression, it also ends up being, well, we'll see. So it's incredible with oppression, but I forget, it always something that does. Regardless, so we can see that right now it's not looking so hot. I guess we have to do insight, but the thing with 44 is that it responds very well to oppression. However, you have to swap between them. If you repress 2 times in a row, your employee will immediately die. So that is just something to keep in mind. Porcubus, that's fine. Melendez, have fun. Norio can train up there. We'll get Justice working on Naked Nest, I think, again. That might be your second time working on Naked Nest today. No. Honestly, check controlled. I'm liking the fact that you apply Justice already. Marinelle will send in. Let's get a little bit further up. And then deal with Ava. Good result. Lauren can then go back up to 44, Beauty and the Beast. Again, Beauty and the Beast, very good for training Justice, but it is best if you have someone else on the team as well. Just to ensure that you get, that you don't forget. It's very easy to see when Beauty and the Beast is not having a good day when you've repressed it last. But again, just be careful with Beauty and the Beast, and you'll be fine. Do that. Training team. Probably send Justice out again, but whatever. Beast not having a great day, but oh well. Skill issue. Does not escape. Shit. Whoops. Well, we can see that now. Oh well. I literally just mentioned it. Fine, let's restart the day. He's not paying attention. Yeah, let's see what happens when you get the insta kill to trigger. So we'll have you go there as Pipe uses it. We'll have yeah, John worked there for shits while Justice Works naked nest. Dana can work there. There. Cooper can work on Punishing Bird. Go Insight with Oreo. Melendez can go there. Okay. That's a little issue. So John can move into there. We'll toss Soren onto Heart of Aspiration. No, it's fine. Okay, we're zoomed elsewhere. Soren, just hop on. Now the result, I don't think that your result type really matters too much with Beauty and the Beast. I think Beauty and the Beast is kind of just like always whatever. So like, you're fine, Beauty and the Beast. Okay. You go there. That's fine. Ava. Cooper can work like that. Is that okay? And then Soren, this I remembered. I mean, Beauty and the Beast also isn't that much of an issue if you throw out very unimportant people. Is like, oh no, my generic guy died. No, level 1 higher. I mean, like, it's still a waste of a single lobe, but who cares, quite frankly. Cooper, you can just keep working there. Oh no, Punishing Bird escaped. Whatever will we do? So you guys can move in there, you move there. 3 out there. Justice by things. Clear out like the entire room. You can see how good Magic Bullet is when it actually works well. It's just, it's bad when you have a single, it's just really bad against perfect food. Oh, shoot. Run an Oreo. Melendez up. That big of a few for you. Keep an eye on. We're gonna move Marinelle to here. And I just realized that I never equipped those guys. Oh well. We'll do that. We'll move you in. When does it not? I'm terribly worried about being with you, but because yeah, perfect food is just really annoying because like they jump around so much. And where are they? Down there. Oh, fuck. Do not shoot Punishing Bird. Do not shoot Punishing Bird. Yeah, I'm not risking shooting Punishing Bird. Because Punishing Bird does a fuck ton of damage. There we go. I don't know exactly how much damage it is that Punishing Bird does, but it's a lot, is the point. So we'll do that with Repression. Return to Repression. You do that, you do that. Sure. will end its heal up a little bit. That's that should be fine enough. Right now, I think we just want to work on our level 2s. Mirror of adjustment we can work with. That's perfectly fine. Sure, we can have an Mario go in. And then a one goes in for well cheers. Whatever, it's fine. We'll do that. You in there now. You're looking pretty good, so I'll press you. And there's not really too many that enjoy repressing, but if they enjoy repression, they really enjoy repression. So that's just something to keep in. You want to you just want level 2 or 1. I'm hoping that 8 is okay. Quite a bit of white damage, but okay, barely survived. 100 Woodsman is not worth it, honestly. There are certainly worse, but not really. Really? Now, hold up. Hold up. That says... that, I suppose it just means level 4 or 5. Been lied to. Not a flower order. Okay. What happens when the black swan, which is the white swan? If the moon bewitches a man, yet in reality it is the man that despairs at the moon. I know the one in the middle. Never want to deal with. He is a pain in the ass. And all my homies hate him. But I'm not familiar with who... I think I know who 70 is. I don't know who 105 is. 70... Yes, and then 105. Oh, okay. One thing that I haven't mentioned... Actually, I don't know if... but, it has the marking of D. That means that it is from a donor. So, of course, the game did have some early access stuff a long time ago. But, yeah. So, it is... Yeah, this means that it was basically, it's a Kickstarter. It wasn't actually exactly a Kickstarter, but whatever. It is, so in order, they are let me just double check. It is WoW, Teth, and WoW. However, I honestly think that the Teth is the most dangerous. Kind of. I'll mention him right now. So 84 is called Meat Lantern. Disgusting name right now. But his thing is that if you finish work with him too fast, he will immediately breach, and he'll set up a trap that will basically insta-kill anyone. It's fine. If you have any ranged, he's not an issue at all, but he's just very tedious. He kills clerks very easily. Again, these two are wild. I'll check what their gear is about real quick. Okay. Looking between them, I don't actually really know which one I want. Because both are, I think, fairly easy to manage. 70 is more of a threat if it breaks out, but it's much more difficult to break out. But I'll pick up 105. And doing that just yet. I also know how I should have represented myself. Part of the system. Trust in me would mean in the company itself, and by extension, distrust its founder, responsible for creating. I know the one who calls himself planted in you. I know how it has taken root in the soil of your mind and sprouted upon you. Despite this, I choose to sit tight. My time here will be boring with something we're waiting for. I have no choice but to endure this endless suffering. Perhaps you could have ignored what B said. Concentrated on your job. Instead, you kept listening to B and finally succeeded in seeding distrust in you. My job to uproot it now. It sounds like you have to show up. Man, not the beginning. Be so far away. My name, right? Got anything else to say? No. Right. See you later then. We'll tell them if kind of place where we're so whatever. Well, not like you were expecting that anyways. And that's right, I'll be level with you. I don't like my job. Quit if I could. But I can't, can I? You're against my will. I don't know what grand ambition or tell you to stand where you are. Don't care either. Me, I don't even remember ending up at this place yet. This role I didn't want to take. Never was responsible for keeping others alive. Whoever assigned me here, they were totally wrong giving me a job. I feel helpless. Employees die every day. There'd be no one to remember them. Honor their sacrifice. Safety team is in charge of, well, safety of the employees. Employee safety will understand how hard it is to maintain them once you try firsthand. And the day without a single death. To clarify, this is a single agent death. Clerks do not count for this. So, no worries there. Clerk lives do not matter. Okay. Most of the time they don't. There's a couple assholes who admit before. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, let's afford to grab another one. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna be, you know, just gonna be given a bunch of so you, how much you UCVA? UVA more damage to, more vulnerable to red at time. So, B. You can get logging, grab that. Cooper will want that there. You guys in, and that should be fine. Make sure we got all of our basic stuff on our weapons. We give someone else, but that's fine. And we'll do go right away, Genie. Have fun. 105 has the unique perform. We don't really want to do this too much though, because it will lower the Cleafoth counter. It ends up working out pretty well. Like, you're pretty fine if you have, if you do it, but like, it's not like it's a bad thing you have necessarily. But I mean, there's things that you do that. And Justice is so good. We'll have there. Where did Genie get readjusted to? 3222. Not bad. You have to be, yeah, you're pretty good against your 4 woodsman. That. Just you? Yes. It is just 5. Green dome. Okay, we're at double greens. Which is fine, I suppose. Do those. Nope, we're good on to repression. You once again just toss Soren in immediately. You Justice, have fun. I'm gonna keep an eye on Woodsman. Beanie should be good, but yeah. Here, Koopa. Boom, boom. And yeah, you're okay, not too hard with that. Sight. Should be good. Again, the thing with Beauty and the Beast, you really just only need to worry about I forgot the revive. You really only need to worry about Beauty and the Beast if you are you just gotta pay attention to Beauty and the Beast, really. And you actually, I think I want to get your information first so that I know what your counter's at. Just because, you know, I'll know how close you are to flipping your shit. Okay, attachment is our best bet. Just gonna work there. Honestly, green's not too bad. Green Dawn is very easy. I think everything else green is a little bit. I probably put green as the overall hardest. Green Dawn is by far the easiest, but the others, Green Dusk especially is the pain. But is this really? I think this might be our first time actually seeing what's Justice? What's Justice at? What's Justice at? There you are. Yeah, they're Doubt is a very weak enemy. With the red attack, they're pretty vulnerable to a lot of things. They have a amount of HP, but their big thing is they do a lot of sanity damage when they kill something. That's kind of just the big worry with them. Upon killing an enemy, they deal just like a ton of. They do like a little animation afterwards that does a lot of white damage. I think it's white specifically. Yeah, Doubt's pretty easy to deal with. And the others are iffier, but yeah, let's see. I really want to finish up work with, finish up another work with people, so that we can make sure that we're all good. I would prefer having as few people breaking out as possible. El Pianto de Luna. You're at 3 still. One thing I will say, we'll unlock it next, but its escape information does say 0. That is untrue. Because it's theorized that the reason that it says 0 in terms of its on why it says 0 on escape information is because I think technically the abnormality is the piano when the lady's the one that escapes. It could just be a bug. I don't know. Weirdness in general. We should overall be fine though. Like we can Woodsman we probably like never have to touch ever again. Yeah, ignore it, definitely. Because we have Melendez that can also eat Porcubus. We've got Heart of Aspiration, which I keep forgetting to do Heart of Aspiration, even though it's just like really free, easy stuff. Heart of Aspiration. I don't know why I keep forgetting it, but again, it's like really cool. Woodsman. Yeah, he's still fine to work with Woodsman Justice. We can use. He must be happy. I guess plus in. One of the reasons why I didn't pick up the other one, because so the way that the one that we didn't pick up today works is that it let me figure out how to word this. I'm struggling because I'm dumb. The way that it works is that it has I think it's a cleave all of 5, but the thing is that it goes up non-linearly. The way that it works is that like every different effect has a different effect to it that's very visible. Or it has a bunch of different effects that are visible that will change things up. And one of those is every time that 3 abnormalities escape, which is, I believe, the way that it counts it is every time that an abnormality escapes, that's another one on there. And the reason that I didn't want to do that is because Punishing Bird is very finicky. Do I want to green? I think I will risk the move for this one. What I'm gonna do is move you there, Justice out, and then I'm gonna have a bunch of people just kind of work as a team. So we're gonna send, we're just gonna send like all, we're gonna send everyone to Info Team. And then we will, I don't know who's our weakest. Dana, you'll trigger. Keep on things. Because I would like to get Piano de Luna up. Because I think that'd be useful. So this one, Process of Understanding. Its big thing is that it is much more vulnerable from behind. So behind. You don't? Yeah. It can take damage from the front, but it just takes more damage. Justice is perfectly fine. And then we'll send everyone else out over here. Oh god, he does a lot of damage though. Process of Understanding is very dangerous. Oh dear. Oh good head. Actually, okay. So. Oh fuck. Yeah. You run. I'm gonna have. Keep an eye on Sultan. Okay. That did a lot. Yeah, we're just gonna watch. Justices. Yeah, easy. Easy take. So we'll take out you. I'll send Justice back. We have like the whole squad coming up here. John, get the fuck out of there. Alright, move all of you out. Gonna keep an eye on you guys. I'll start moving Justice over. good, right? There we go. Not too bad. Honestly, yeah, you can see that very dangerous. This process of understanding. So send everyone back, give them a little bit of time to heal. And then we're mainly just going to be working on Council de Luna for all of its gear, because of course you'll always want as much WoW gear as possible. Which, actually, speaking of, totally forgore daisies. Yeah, let's sort of heal up a little bit more. I think you do white damage, so like your health isn't a big issue. Is in big trouble. Count to Luna. One of each. Moonlight is a little bit unique in that provides a. I might be thinking of a different one. Yeah, no, never mind. Is Moonlight is a little bit unique in the fact that it provides a shield to everyone when you're using it. So rather than getting yeah, we're good. So it's a support weapon, which is kind of weird, but not necessarily like a bad. Do year of adjustment. Sure. So Melinda working through there. Cooper, you can just kind of like. The thing is that the very nice thing is that it's very easy once once you're through with the final ordeal, and you're just kind of like you're just good. Right, so I have to throw justice into nakedness there. If I shoot and get work, John. You are still happy, which means you can really toss anyone in any way, shape, or form. One to touch it. Was there? Marinel, we can toss out. Dana, oh, almost missed Sean. 4%. It's a good way to train up justice. Punishing first aid, whatever. Get a good result, but perfectly fine. I don't want to look over. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Nearly died there. But you didn't, so that's what matters. This floor here. Did I? Huh. Whoops. Apparently, I just forgot to finish off your stuff. Oopsies. Look at Cuvier. And honestly, like, we've got some very chill wows. Kind of need to be a little bit cautious of watching them. Or really, Naked Nest, you just kind of need to be cautious with in general. No, not really. Frank, there. Yeah, we can kind of just keep doing this for a while. We can train up for however long. Just keep it one thing. Our big thing is we want to get enough for Piano de Luna. Or Piano de Luna. My bad. Just kind of wait for you to get enough there. Alright. Go, Sports Girl. Mario can press. Does do so. Cooper, you just work like Ava, Mara now, yes. Dana, sure. Welcome aboard. Beanie and John. Now we're basically at the point where like everything will go into Meltdown, which is like the one concern if you're spending some time. Is that like eventually you'll just get like everything. But even then, that's not really a deal. In all honesty, as long as you have enough employees, which we do. I mean, we could use some better employees, sure. But like we have a point. One very nice thing to note for both, for both WoWs and A-Lifts, I got many A-Lifts yet, is that if they, oh no, I'm good. If they go into Meltdown, that does not count for one of your, like, this ticking down. So, like, we're only at 4 because that was technically our first time doing it. So, like, it's useful to know. It's a nice little bit of tech. Say tech like it actually, but whatever. I'm just gonna keep going through on here. I'm not gonna touch it. Ignis is a little bit more deadly than any of the others, so Schadenfreude will have damage. Schadenfreude too. So sure, let's drain that. Genie. Nest. Cooper. And then actually no. Austin Cooper. I don't think you've done. Keep an eye on everything. How much do we have from build? One more work should be fine. Oh dear. Oh dear. I am gonna end the day. Really? Didn't even get the promotion? Ah well. At least boosted. I believe I don't want to. We'll check. So, for these ones, we have 40. I think is very. Oh, you're very dangerous. Actually, I don't want to get you for sure. Yeah, no, definitely don't want to. So, I'll talk about you. 53 is also really annoying. And 101. 101, I'm not really familiar. I think all of these are WoWs, but 53 might. No, yep, all of these are WoWs. Oh boy. So, one thing I'll note about 40. 40 is another one that probably, I feel like in a lot of circumstances between these, it would be one I would choose first. However, 40 is one of the 2 other abnormalities that if you combine them with Punishing Bird, cause some real problems. We'd have to get the 3rd one in the set in order for it to really be there. But another thing is that 40 is one of those cringe guys who actually really cares about your clerks. Where he will break out if 5 employees die. And is a WoW, so he still is very dangerous. So, yeah. He's probably one of the more dangerous WoWs to be honest. 53 is very annoying. So I think with 53 is that it will break out on either a good or a bad. You have a 30% chance of it not happening, but it will break out a 30 or 40. Or it will break out on either a good or a bad, which is not great. Not great at all. And then 101, I'm not really too familiar with, like, at all. But I believe the thing is that pretty dangerous. Hmm. I'll figure out which one to choose. All these are really difficult. Okay, I think I've decided that I'm actually going to choose 40. Even though it may cause problems, I have Punishing Word. Um, so I just have to be very careful to not get the third one in this set, which is like what number it is. Very much don't want to have. Just gotta make sure to not pick up 62 as well. I would have between the two, I would have preferred 62 over 40. But even then, there's a little bit of a caveat. But I think I would choose 40. 30. No. You must learn. Truth hurts. It's hard for me as well. Building up a sandcastle done. That's beyond agony. Deny the efforts of the. I want to make things for the call. Final truth is, voice is cut off. Instead, got my eye together. See a different world when I too. I remember to save someone else's life. Here I am now, saving an employee's life. Watch them the next day. Delaying inevitable. I was working for the future. Claims it was. Elections, no hopes for a better person tomorrow. All of that's a luxury I can't afford. Must I wake up another day? Bear the pain and get through it all, knowing tomorrow is going to be just as dreadful. Just let me running straight for the cliff. Speaking, get a vending machine for beer and die. Get wasted before I drop dead. No. Please try before you spend tax level here. Don't know about me. Well, I just keep. It's more important than keeping employees' lives, things that they're sane. Careful, the minds might suffer permanent damage for the rest of their lives, and see that keeping up sanity is much harder than keeping alive. I can honestly not that bad. I'll do this, and it will. So all these are actually pretty good. They boost up your abilities, or stuff. The department of generators. Nice. I wanted. Yeah. As for this. Typical. Yeah. Actually, no, it's not worth it. Do our typical, get something like that. Info team Xavier. Actually, I'll figure all this out between episodes. But yeah, that'll do it for this time.